Hey there, Chevy Cobalt owners. This is my 2010 Chevy Cobalt LT, and if you found this video or you're a Cobalt owner, you know all about weird, wacky instrument panel things that look like this.
So the actual motor is running fine, and when it shifts though, it's really hard shifting between gears. It really jerks it into gear. So while I'm driving, you can see that the tach and the speedometer and the gas gauge are all going nuts, and power steering, low fuel messages as well.
So if you're like me, you've scoured the internet, YouTube, Google, forums, everything to try to figure out how to make it stop and how to fix it. Sometimes you get a check engine code that says that the computer can't talk to something else on the bus. Sometimes you don't. That craziness happens at high temperatures outside, cold temperatures outside, if it's raining, if it's not raining, in the early morning, in the evening. It happens if it's been dry overnight. It happens if it's been raining overnight. It's totally random. It can do it for a couple days in a row and then be not doing it for a month or more. I've done everything on the forums pretty much. I've replaced the battery. I have checked the wiring down here by the fuel filter and taped it up and made sure that there's good continuity with everything. I've looked at the throttle harness cable that runs back here. What else do people say? Oh, right. I've done the grounding, so I've grounded both the TCM and the ECM to the grounding point on the strut tower. Every grounding point that I can find, I've cleaned. If there's a fix on the forum, I've tried it, except for replacing computer parts, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I haven't narrowed it down. I have no idea what the problem is, but the next thing we're going to try is replacing the ECM, which is this right here. It's really simple to do, just a couple of fasteners and a couple of electrical connectors, and you know, who knows if this is going to fix it or not, because it could be a couple months before it does it again. But anyway, let's give it a shot. So of course, remember the battery for this car is in the trunk, and since we're messing with the computer, first thing you want to do is disconnect the negative battery terminal from the battery. Just to make viewing better for you, I'm going to disconnect the overflow line from the radiator. So for my ECM, I actually have it connected to the TCM as well. So I'm going to use a I've got it set up with just a screwdriver and a nut on the back to hold these two ground wires together. So I'm going to disconnect that next. So for these electrical connectors, you just slide the red tabs forward. And then you push down on the black little button here and slide the connector head forward and then pull it out. You do that twice. And then the ECM just is held by two pegs at the bottom of the base. So you just need to pull that forward to release the pegs. And then it slides right out. So here's a comparison of the two ECMs. The one on the right obviously is filthy. It's the one I pulled out. It's the old one. The one on the left I got off of eBay. It's VIN matched, and they programmed it in advance, so it's programmed to my VIN. It should be as simple as dropping it in, hooking it up, starting the car. we'll see what happens, but it is really straightforward to replace these things. And I'll leave a link to the auction on eBay that I bought this from, so to give you an idea of how much they run. Back together, just press it in all the way, slide the lever back, make sure the button clicks up. And for the ECM, make sure you also slide the red tabs into place. Alright, the new ECM is installed. Let's go hook up the battery, start the car, see what the car thinks. To start with, let's just turn the car on and see what happens. Okay, let's start it up. Well, it started, so that's great. I guess we're in good shape. So now it's just a matter of waiting to see whether it comes up again or not. So thanks for watching. I hope this is a little bit helpful. At least it shows you how to change the ECM in a Chevy Cobalt. I will provide comments to this video and let you know how it turned out if we continue to have the problem. Add comments or questions to the video if you have any. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you'll be sure to catch up with all of my Project Cobalt videos that continue to look at this problem if it shows up again. And there's also lots of other great car repair, Jeep repair, and even some household repair on the channel if you want to go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a good one.